Gaza Laughinghouse, president of the statewide North Carolina Public Service Workers Union, UE Local 150, will be working very hard to build support for the Charlotte City Workers chapter of these two members on September 3rd. It's going to be a big way to launch a broad Southern-wide movement to support the struggle for workers' rights in Charlotte, North Carolina.
What's going on in Charlotte, Al?
Well, right now we're going to start our protest on account of the way the workers have been treated. The workers, some of them there is getting 30 days off and being put on probation, not getting no raises. Now they want to give us a 3% raise. Some's going to get it, some going to get 1%. And the insurance is going up 2%, so that's going to put people in the hole. Those are things that we're fighting about unfair.
What's it like working without collective bargaining rights, Wilford?
Well, that's very tough. In Charlotte, we need collective bargaining. You know, we could sit down and talk to the bosses, you know, and express our feelings and how it works, our workplace, for human rights and other issues like that.
Is it dangerous working as a sanitation worker in the city of Charlotte?
Yes, it's a pretty dangerous job. I mean, we picked up garbage, we don't know what's in there. Sometimes it spills on the street, we gotta get out, pick it up. Sometimes liquid, we don't know what kind of liquid, so we need to protect ourselves at all times.
Why should all workers across the whole South be called to support, and what do they have in common with you? Workers in the auto workers or farm workers, what do they have in similarity with you?
Well, the sanitation workers, go back way back from in the slavery. Sanitation worker was the backbone of the city. Keep the city clean, and we basically run the city.
Gaza, you want to say anything else?
Other than this Southern Workers Assembly is a historic call for all Southern workers to come together to map out a plan to challenge the racist, anti-worker, anti-union, right-to-work Taft-Hartley laws that keep us enslaved down here without having basic human rights, the right to collectively bargain, the right to payroll deduction, the right to meet and confer, the right to challenge without power. Those are the conditions that Southern workers are faced with here in the South. Although we have been making headway with these minority unions that we've been building, minority unions being unions that don't have a majority of the members belonging to unions. And we're looking forward to trying to build a long-term strategy and plan and organization to continue to challenge this racist, anti-immigrant, anti-union, anti-worker, right-to-work, Taft-Hartley climate down here in the South.
Great. And Brother James, thanks for joining us, Brother Thomas. You want to say your name and what you do for the city of Charlotte?
My name is Thomas Young. I'm the city of Charlotte employee driver.
What do you do for the city in a day-to-day job?
Sanitation, do pick up garbage.
Are you treated fairly?
Nah, not really.
What are some of the things you want to see improved on the job? Well, why did you join the union?
I joined the union to fight discrimination and supervisors untreating you fairly and favoritism to other workers and improve the pay and increasing pay.
Right on. So, Brother Al and Thomas and Wilford, and then guys, we're calling. What are we asking the Democratic Party to do, and the Republican Party? Why at this time before the Democratic National Convention are we doing this Southern Workers Assembly?
Well, they said they're for the union, so we want to know what they stand for the union in the South, and what they take on the union in the South to build a union in the South.
Yeah, I think workers, and particularly unions, count too much on both parties, the Republican and Democratic Party, and not on their own strength. As you all know, in 2008, there were high hopes for the Employee Free Choice Act, which was an act that was supposed to help move unions forward in terms of their right to organize. and the North American Free Trade Agreement. We thought, or many workers thought, that they could stop that trend of outsourcing and taking our jobs overseas. As we know, both Democrats and Republicans continue to pass laws like the free trade agreements that have brought jobs to Brazil, Panama, and other regions, while we continue to struggle for jobs here and challenge the unemployment here. And finally, I just think it's important that workers have their own voice, that we use our own political strength, our own political action to fight for what we need. We need our own agenda. We need our own independent political action program. We cannot count on both the Republican or Democratic Party to move our agenda forward. We got to count on everyday workers, everyday unions, everyday working people, organizations in our working class communities to move our agenda forward.
Well, I think that it's, that the workers have to get out and fight at this time because they're not giving us the right that we should have on our jobs because the workers are the ones that's doing the jobs. They want to treat us like we're slavery, want to overwork us and underpay us. We have to fight for it. If we don't fight for it, we're not going to get it, and we'd like for them to stand up for what is right for the workers.
Right on. So join us September the 3rd in Charlotte, North Carolina, the Southern Workers Assembly and beyond. We're going to build a Southern Labor Alliance. All right. Who are we?
UE!
Thanks.